The sales and marketing director of Saab Group has said that today's highly contested battle space necessitates a superior electronic warfare capability, and the Indian Air Force can benefit with the Arexis new generation EW solution that offers both defensive and offensive capabilities, including neutralization of the anti-access and area denial bubble. He also said that Saab is also willing to share the know-how of a ESA radar based on gallium nitride technology, not just for the Gripen under 114 MRFA program, but also for ongoing and future indigenous programs such as the AMCA. The chairman of Hindustan Aeronautics has said that the company aims to deliver 8 FOC Tejas variant in 2022, and if Israel delivers some of the systems on time, then all the 10 FOC Tejas variant will be delivered to the Indian Air Force in 2022. A Tejas Mark1 aircraft in full Mark1A configuration will conduct its first flight by June 2022, and the first 3 Tejas Mark1A aircraft will be delivered in 2024, and will produce 16 aircraft per year for the next 5 years till 2029. He also said that the Tejas Mark2 rollout might happen by December 2022 or early 2023, and the Tejas Mark2 will conduct its first flight 1 year after the rollout. The National Aerospace Laboratories is all set to start the bird and hail impact testing of indigenous composite radome for Tejas aircraft that is being developed by the Aeronautical Development Agency, and will eventually replace the quartz radome supplied by the British firm Cobham for the upcoming 83 Tejas Mark1A fighters. British firm Midget Aerospace will supply 2 composite radome for first and second pre-production Tejas Mark2 aircraft, while indigenous radome will be used in production variant of the Tejas Mark2. FLDEC Systems Private Limited had won the contract for development of transmission controller for 1500 horsepower automatic transmission and PCB design, mechanical enclosure design analysis and test jigs development, as the private sector firm had emerged as the lowest bidder at 89.66 lakh rupees. This order for transmission control module is likely for the DRDO's future main battle tank, and the date of delivery of the system is September 2022. India's first indigenous aircraft carrier INS Vikrant has started the third set of sea trials, and Navy spokesperson has said that during this third set of sea trial the carrier will undertake complex maneuvers to establish specific readings of how the ship performs in various conditions, and various sensor suites of the ship would also be tested. Scientists from DRDO's Naval Science and Technological Laboratory will also check the installation and functioning of underwater weapons and associated systems, such as underwater mines, torpedoes, fire control systems, weapon launchers, targets and decoys. France has taken over the presidency of the Council of the European Union this month, and India has urged France to advocate for a ban on weapon sales and transfer of sensitive technologies by the European Union to Pakistan. The biggest European supplier of weapons to Pakistan is Italy at 6%, followed by Sweden. China Electronic and Technological Corporation International is planning to offer weapon locating radar systems to both Thailand and Malaysia, and is also trying to get active in Indonesia. Interestingly, all the 3 countries, Philippines, Vietnam and Indonesia, are in talks with India for the import of BrahMos missile system. India has already delivered 4 Swati weapon locating radars to Armenia, and it will be interesting to see if India counters the Chinese move with the Swati radar system. Officials have said on the basis of anonymity that the Indian Navy is unlikely to meet its goal of having a 175-ship fleet in the next 5 years, mainly due to lack of funds and the government's preference to award contracts to state-owned shipyards over private shipyards. The domestic shipbuilding industry cannot thrive in an environment where the government favors state-owned shipyards, and that the annual spend of $1.5 billion on shipbuilding programs is not enough, and should be increased threefold to meet the shortfall in capability.
Omar dropped it.